think it's live. It always says it's setting up, but then I look at it later and it was live. So we're going to go with that as the assumption right now. And let's see. So let me grab you guys here on. Here we go. So what is today anyway? Monday. Oh, cool. I just got my own notification. I'm live. Awesome. So I wanted to talk about creating balance and harmony within yourself. Looks like the video's a little crooked, but we're going to go with it because I'm not going to mess with this. I'm not going to. Suri. Hey, Suri. I got your message. I'll see you. What is it? What day is it? Thursday? I will see you. I almost said I'll see you in class. It's going to be kind of like class. I wanted to talk a little bit. I mainly want to help a few of you guys for today, but I did want to talk a little bit about an experience that I had yesterday. I went to get a massage, and I just want to talk about the experience that I had being in traffic and running extremely late. And I want to talk about what I did yesterday versus what I would have done years ago before I was living in this way that we always talk about, right? Of living just consciously, having that balance, harmony, stability, and groundedness within us, and just learning how to embody whatever it is. Like, you need to embody the state of having whatever it is, and just trust that somehow, some way, that will be your experience. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that, and then I'll take you guys some of your questions really quick. I'll say hi. Hey, Peter. Hello. Jonathan. Hola. Suri. Yeah, Thursday. So yeah, Thursday. Guys, I don't know how many of you guys are on here, not much yet, but I'll wait until there are more people just to remind everybody you have to pay for the collective coaching. This is almost becoming comical. It actually is comical. I actually get a kick out of it. So Peter, looking beautiful today. Thank you. I appreciate that. So let me talk about this story really quick, and then we'll give some more people time to come on. Preet, hello. Sorry. Oh, it will be. Yeah. So for Thursday, I'm not going to even know. No, sir. You're good. You're good, honey bunny. Let's not go with that story. Let's just see it as a necessary bridge. Okay. Allowing all the things to happen, what needs to happen to create harmony and balance with you and the person that you love to have a relationship. Okay. So drop that story. Just because we're meeting on Thursday doesn't mean that you allow yourself to, kind of brew in that story. So let's let that go. Okay. Anon, hi from UK. When will we receive info about Thursday? Well, I'm going to basically send you guys. Whoever has actually booked, I'll send a Zoom link, which will be your invitation to join the meeting that will start 11 a.m. EST on Thursday. If you guys don't get the email from me, check your junk or spam. For some reason, I have manifested that. And yes, I know I'm affirming that right now, but I don't want you guys to miss it. Always check your spam or junk box if you're expecting correspondence from me. For some reason, that's what happens. So then when you get the email, just click whatever you have to click to allow my emails to come to you. Okay. Hey, Christina. So Anon, if you've already booked and paid the $59, you must have done it under a different name, because for what I have in front of me here, the people that have paid, I don't have somebody with your name. But anyway, you will get the Zoom link at some point before class starts. We'll call it class, even though it's coaching. Hey, Belikta. Okay, so really quick, let me just tell this story to let more people come on. So yesterday I live about a half hour away, 25 minutes or so away from where I get my massage. And it was just so funny because I'm running late. I wasn't feeling stressed out at all. I'm already I probably should have already been on the road at least 10 minutes ago. Okay. From where I was, from what I was doing in my place. And then as I'm leaving, I can hear the dogs whining. So I let them out. I'm like, okay, I'll give you a little bit of food. I am their slave. I have become their slave, and that's okay. I love them. So I stop I drop everything. I let them out. I warm up their food. I do what I do with their food. I put it down. I'm letting them eat. Okay. I put that away. Okay. And then something else grabbed my attention. I did that. Then I walk outside. I had posted that I saw one of the cars outside had a Worthy, the license plate said Worthy. So I took a picture of it. I sent it to my other half. Then I posted it on YouTube to you guys. So I'm doing everything against what I should be doing, right? I should be on the road driving. So now I look at the time and I'm like, okay. So I literally I'm saying to myself, I've been through this before. I'm going to get there like a minute or two early. I was supposed to be there. I want to say it was like the massage appointment was for 11:30. So now I'm just leaving. I put on, something that makes me feel good to listen to, and I'm driving and I'm just chill. I'm at a point now where I'm at least geographically, I'm at least 15 minutes away. And when I looked at the clock, like I needed to get there super fast, super, super fast. Now, this is what happens, and I'm sure you guys can relate to this. And I would have responded or reacted very differently years ago, but I'm going to explain the whole thing. So I'm driving. Again, I'm geographically at least 15 minutes away, and there is not that much time. I would be late if this was true. But I said to myself, I've arrived at places on time before when it seemed logically that there was no way that I was going to make it. I didn't speed. Instead, I went into feeling incredibly calm. I literally saw myself getting there very quickly. I saw myself getting there very quickly at 11:29, and I felt this whole experience. Like I just kind of giggled to myself, like almost like, yeah, that's awesome. Like I'm good at this. As I'm doing this now, here's a perfect example how circumstances will come right up in your face and tell you the opposite. A black pickup truck pulls out in front of me and he's going super slow. Now, here's a moment. I could have given in. I could have succumbed to the fear of me being late, and I could have started to get anxious. I went deeper into awesome. And I just saw myself again. And I would not allow myself to look at the clock. I wouldn't allow myself to look at the clock. There are so many other things I could have been doing at this point. I could have called the place. I could have pulled over. I could have sped up. I could have honked the horn. I could have gotten nervous and frustrated and thought, I'm going to be late. I'm going to be late. But no, I stayed in the state, and I embodied the state, of arriving there at 11:29. And I kept feeling it. So he takes a left. Now I'm going, and now the light is green. I'm going, it's smooth. And now whoop, another car gets in front of me from Georgia. And I'm like, okay, it's okay. 11:29. Awesome. I get there literally. I think something else happened. I don't remember what it was, but it felt like I bent time. That is the best way to put it. Logically speaking, I should have been at least 5 minutes late. Logically speaking, there's no way that I should have been able to make it from where I was when I first realized, that I was at least 15 minutes away, but I actually didn't have that much time. And I got there and it was 11:29. I walked in cool, calm, collected, slowly. My pace, I wasn't rushing. I wasn't, no, I was cool, calm, collected. I walked out, I walked in. Hi, I'm here for an appointment. Lovely, have a seat, blah, blah, blah. I was a minute early. Okay. So that's a perfect example how you embody the state of the wish fulfilled with everything. The circumstances that come up in your mind, in fear, worry, or doubt, in thought form, or in solidified, what seems to be actually solidified, well, it is solidified in your reality, when it shows up and it goes against what it is that you deserve, what it is that you're worthy of, that end that feels like it's pulling you, that you're getting magnetized to, it actually quite literally is that. You're being pulled towards whatever it is that you actually are worthy of. That is the highest version of you. And it's not fake. It's not like, oh, this is just a dream. Oh, this can't really happen. It's a real thing, and it exists. It's your constant observant of the opposite of it that is just keeping you away from it. You keep pulling yourself inadvertently, unintentionally, you keep pulling yourself on a different timeline. That's all it is. Okay. So anyway, I hope you guys like that example of what happened yesterday, because when you look at it, it really is a perfect example of how to not allow any circumstances that come up. Notice I didn't allow when the truck and then the other car, I didn't allow those to tell me, to dictate to me that I was going to be, yes, I'm going to be late. I didn't get stressed out. I actually went deeper into calm and just saw myself arriving 11:29. And I wouldn't look at the clock. I didn't look at the clock, not out of fear, just knowing, no, I'm just going to look in my mind, in my mind's eye. What do I see? I see myself getting there at 11:29. I'm not going to allow these cars that are getting in front, the circumstances of the cars, to sway me and to believe otherwise. I'm going to stay so cool, calm, and collected in my stability. And then I somehow made it on time. So it's just a good example. So let's see. So let me take some questions now. And since I have more people on, please give the video a thumbs up because it helps my channel grow. And if you're looking for coaching, this link is always in the description box. I still have, again, like I've said on the last couple live videos, I have a good number of people who have said they want to be part of the collective group coaching this Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Half have actually paid. It's $59. I will put a link to pay in the description box later. You can just go to coreunion.com right now if you want to be part of it and click on the, let me see what it says exactly. Give me a second. Okay, so at the top of my website, it's coreunion.com. At the top of the website, it says click here for one-on-one sessions, and you'll see all of my different sessions, services available in the packages. And down below, it says June 15th, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, collective collective group coaching for $59. So click on that, pay the $59, and then you are in, okay? And then for everybody who has actually booked and paid for it, you will receive there are no instructions. You guys just come as you are. And then when we get on the first 5 minutes, I'll set the boundaries. I'll make it super clear. Once I have everybody in, I'll lock it down. Nobody else can join. Nobody else can get in. So get there on time. And then I'll just kind of instruct you guys and let you guys know like what to do on your end. It'll be a Zoom link. You'll get that link before Thursday, before the meeting starts from me. Okay, I'll probably post, okay, I've sent it out to you guys. And always check your junk and spam box for my email. For some reason, I don't know why, but sometimes people, even though you have emailed me back and forth, for some reason, some emails, and it is oftentimes the Zoom email. So there might be some sort of I don't know, security with your email system or something that thinks the link may be a virus. So just check your junk mail because I will be sending the link. There's no question about that. Okay. So if you want to be in on it Thursday, pay the $59 and then I'll see you there. It'll be nice too. I think it'll be nice and intimate. Somewhere in the middle, we'll probably have a little bit of a break, but it'll definitely be good. And I know it'll definitely help some of you guys that in the moment, I'm going to say this very clearly. In the moment, you may want coaching, but for some reason you have circumstances that make you think that you can't have coaching. But this group collective coaching is for you. You can have coaching too. Okay. Everybody is allowed to have coaching and the support that you need. Okay. So question, Kim. If he messages me after 3 months, just said, move on, is it movement? I can see so many fears in my mind. Guess what? I am telling that fear, sorry, I'm not listening to you. I'm getting better. Good. Everything is movement and everything is basically the meaning that you assign it to be. What do you believe deep down in your heart and in your core? What do you believe it means? Okay, that's what you have to ask yourself. It's very important that you get very clear and that you get very stable and that you, just like when we met, remember the inner work that we talked about, like that you are more than worthy, more than good enough. Focus on the love that you have for yourself and see how highly valued that you are. And you also have to see and value your other person. You can't continue to see somebody as not showing up for you, as not prioritizing you, as not treating you well, and expect to have a harmonious, loving, tender, stable, secure, healthy relationship. If you continue to see the old story, you're going to continue to see movement that's going to basically reflect the old story. When I say that you have to basically protect your love, and you have to protect the love that you have for yourself. You have to protect them from projecting your fears, worries, and doubts onto them. Protect the one that you love. Protect all the people in your reality by only seeing them in their highest and best. Always see them as being incredibly powerful, incredibly beautiful, incredibly worthy, healed, strong, stable. See them as just knowing their value, knowing their worth, knowing your value, knowing your worth. Everybody in your reality, you lift everybody up. You protect everybody. You don't think of anybody in that lower state. Okay. That's very important. Okay. So DBDB White 1111. That's what I say. I don't know if that's your actual name. So Kim, I've been seeing so many signs related to my SP. Lately, I decided to go full on, and I'm just focusing on my imagination as being the truth and ignoring all circumstances and feeling it's done. That is gold. Perfect. Continue doing that no matter what comes up. And when things do come up, see them as your stuff, see them as just the old that needs to just go, and release it and let it go, and just continue to give yourself so much love, so much compassion, and same for your other half. Basically, that's how you allow and accept someone to love you, is when you see yourself as being worthy of that love, and you can allow and accept them to come in and give you all of the love that you deserve. Christina, to anyone who is unsure of coaching, if coaching is the right fit, just do it. Kim is so kind, incredibly professional, compassionate, and I always feel super safe, understood, and helped. Just book a session. That is so sweet, Christina. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that testimony. Super grateful. Thank you. Loop and Mix. Hi, Kim. Happy to be here. Question: How would deal with deadlines? Let's say I want to attend the group coaching this Thursday, but I have financial evidence showing the opposite. How would you apply your diet? The same story that I just said at the beginning of this, and I don't think you heard it. So I'll tell you really quickly. I won't go through the whole story, but you can see it later. You basically embody something, the feeling of being in the end. So for you, the feeling of the end would be that you see yourself at your computer talking to me. See yourself. It can be fuzzy. It doesn't have to be crystal clear. And this can take 1 to 2 seconds. See yourself talking to me. See us laughing together. See the little windows of the 9 other people. See kind of just, the grid of all of the windows within Zoom of the different people's faces. And we're all smiling, and there's laughter, and we're talking. And just imagine me talking directly to you, addressing you by name, asking you, did that make sense? And you saying, yes, thank you so much. That made sense. Hearing me say, do you guys have any other questions? Hearing me say, guys, I hope that was great. I love you guys so much. Something like that. So hear my voice, see me talking to you, and don't worry. So the example, what I said, which is something that happened yesterday, it's not some big grand manifestation, but this is how I live. I was running extremely late to my massage appointment, which is not in the same city where I live. And at the point where I was at least 15 minutes away, if I didn't do what I did, there's no way I would have made it. I would have been 10 minutes late at least. But I I intentionally and deliberately stepped back from it while I was driving, stepped back from it, went into the embodiment of feeling and hearing, feeling myself, seeing it, look at the time, it was 11:29. I did not allow myself to actually look at the clock anymore. Two cars got in front of me. At each point, I could have got stressed out. I could have sped up. I didn't. I remained cool, calm, and collected, and I embodied the feeling of getting there right at 11:29. And when I pulled up, it was 11:29, and it felt like I bent time. It felt like I bent time. I walked in, I had plenty of time. Okay. So, well, I had a minute, basically. I made it there right when I saw myself making it there. So loop and mix, that's all you do with this Thursday's coaching. So awesome. I'll see you then. Okay. Belikta, Kim is truly a loving soul. Thank you. Lady R, sadly, I realize that I have a fear that I may not have the relationship that I'm manifesting for because I'm 41 years old and have been single most of my life. How can I deal with this? You have to tell a new story. Okay. And with love, I'm going to say to you, and this is with love, so don't take it wrong. I almost said something that you probably would have taken wrong. So, but that's kind of a ridiculous story. Why? It doesn't make sense. Why would being 41 years old and being single most of your life dictate whether you can have the relationship of your dreams or not, whether you can be adored and loved? So maybe you have been telling a story since childhood. And if you can just give yourself the love that you deserve that maybe you didn't get, but you give yourself that love, like you have to show up for you. You have to balance yourself by fulfilling the need that you have for love. You fulfill that. You don't want to be in a relationship of codependency. You want to be in a healthy, stable, secure relationship where you're giving yourself love and the other person is giving themselves love. And the two of you guys are independent and strong. And the two of you guys are absolutely crazy, madly in love, head over heels in love with each other. And you show up for each other. You support each other. You enjoy every moment together. You guys are like absolutely, completely irresistible to each other, right? But in order to get that kind of harmonious, stable, secure, happy relationship, you have to give yourself the love. You have to show up for yourself. You have to give yourself complete and full acceptance. The biggest thing with giving yourself complete, full acceptance isn't that you have to be perfect. That is the whole point. Having the acceptance in yourself now is accepting yourself exactly how you are now. You're already perfect. You have to do nothing to be perfect. You're already perfect. So you give yourself that love now, and you allow your other half to love you, even if you feel broken. You allow yourself to love you. You allow yourself and your other half to love you, even if you're insecure. That's the difference. Before, when the wound was active within you, you were afraid that you had to do something, that you had to be perfect. You had to prove yourself somehow to be loved, or that you just weren't worthy of love, or that your self-concept of yourself was distorted. But that distortion is the lie because of what happened to you when you were younger. So, Lady R, give yourself the love that you crave. Give yourself the love that you crave. Trust and know that that love is something that you absolutely are worthy of and you're good enough for, but you have to see that yourself. And then when you do, and you drop all of these circumstances of age and all of these things that society has programmed you to believe about yourself, it's all bullshit. I'm sorry for swearing, but it is all bull. You don't have to subscribe to any programs that society has told you. This is the problem. A lot of us, until you become conscious, you're literally living a life based off of lies that society has told you. You've put yourself in a prison. You've put yourself in a box because of the programming that society has said that you are. F society. No. You are perfect exactly how you are, exactly how you were created. You are perfect right now, and you are worthy of the love that you deserve now. And when you really believe that fiercely, whether there's somebody that you know and that you love or not, you will become completely magnetic to that kind of deep, stable love that you actually crave, that we all deserve. Okay. I hope that helps, Lady R. Loop and mix. Yes, I heard that story. Thank you so much. That makes sense. You're the best. You're welcome. Trushan. Hi, Trushan. I want attract dream relationship. Then if you want to attract a dream relationship, you are technically manifesting the version of you that has the dream relationship. That's not hard to do. If you don't have an old story that you have to get past, attracting a dream relationship, get very clear about what the relationship is. Okay. So let's say that relationship, the dream relationship, is one of mutual support, respect, devotion, fierce kind of love, amazing, passionate intimacy. Okay. Friendship, like such an intimate, close relationship. You guys are friends, you're best friends. You support each other, you pull each other through, you love each other through anything, even when triggered. Even if you're triggered, you make it so clear. You make it so clear to the other person, you're not going anywhere, and they make it clear to you, they're not going anywhere. You guys are there for each other. You guys have fun. You guys enjoy every moment that you have to spend together. When you're apart, you're thinking of each other, right? And you know that. You don't even need proof. You don't need proof in your reality, because all the proof you need is right here. It's right here, because that's where they live, and that's where you live within them. So Trushan, I'm not sure. If you want to have that kind of relationship that is the kind of relationship that I believe we all deserve. If you want that, then you embody being the version of you that has that kind of relationship. So that means that version of you would have to know that she is absolutely so incredibly loving. She is so prioritized. She is so important. She matters so much. She knows that even when she makes mistakes, even when she is insecure, that she's going to be loved, that somebody is going to hold her, somebody is going to care for her, that she's never alone, right? That ride or die kind of love, that we are just equals. We are there for each other. Like we're complete within ourselves. And then when we come together, that level of love that we can have with each other is so liberating and free. So embody feeling that and experiencing that now, and imagine having that now, and you will experience that if you stay in that trust. Okay. So I hope that made sense. Lee, hey Lee. So Anon, best way to persist when manifesting them back for the third time. That's it right there. So for the third time, drop it, let it go. You stay focused on being the best version of you, and only seeing the best version of them. Protect them from, okay, you want to protect the love of your life, your other half, your equal, your literally, this person is a part of you. You guys are part of each other. So when you give yourself that kind of love and unconditional love, you're automatically giving it to them. But if you give yourself that love and you still think something is wrong with you, or you give yourself that love and you still look and you say that, but they're doing this and they're doing that, you are not giving them unconditional love. You're seeing them in their lowest form. Okay, you have to protect them from your own fears, worries, and doubts of whatever reasons you believe that you can't have that kind of beautiful love. So Anon, stop projecting whatever the reasons are, the circumstances that came up and the things that caused whatever it was that caused the separation. Separation is just preparation, okay? So whatever caused that before, think of it as the lie. Think of it as the wound. Think of it that I didn't realize that I was in my wound, and because I was in my wound, I was focused on my wound, and I was dominantly thinking that I wasn't worthy of love, or that I couldn't have love, or that I was going to get hurt, or that I was going to be abandoned, or that I was going to be rejected. But those things are from your past. You didn't realize it. So when you had the relationship before you were conscious of it, that's what you ended up experiencing again. Okay? But those are all circumstances. So you have to tell the new story that your other half is perfect for you and that you're perfect for them. The love that you guys have, if this is your other half, then this is how you have to see them, okay? It's that simple, that the love that you guys have is unmatched by any. It's a match made in heaven. You guys were put here to heal each other in the most nurturing and loving way. And trust me, when you truly surrender to this and stop falling for the old story of the wounds and the lies, you will experience it. It's just the way it works, but you have to have that balance and harmony within you. The biggest thing that you have to do is stop trusting the fear and start trusting the love. That's the biggest thing you have to do, okay? Okay, so Jonathan, being aware of the mirror in circumstances as a reflection of inner state, changing story of myself, not SP in that moment, shifting reality within hours. It's always me. Yes, I love that. Perfect. Jonathan, perfect. Perfect. And by the way, I saw your email. I will email you back later. If not today, it'll be tomorrow because I have a lot to do today, but you're doing amazing. Talk about that. Like one day we need to talk again, make sure that I can share your story, but you have done so incredibly well. And I'm incredibly proud of you. The way you've grown is just, it's amazing. So Kim made a video on myth of law of attraction. You want me to make a video on the myth of law of attraction. The law of attraction is not a myth. The law of attraction is a belief system. It's not a myth. It is not what I subscribe to, but for people who believe in it, then they will experience their life based on it. You will always experience your life based on whatever you believe in. So does that make sense? So if you believe that if I say X, Y, and Z, then this or that will happen, then that will be your experience because everything that you believe in, you experience, right? So manifesting isn't witchcraft. It's not magical spells. Manifesting is literally, it's not casting stuff out there, hoping that something grants you a wish. That's not what manifesting is. Think of it this way instead. At the core of you, you are the best version of you. And then as we grow up, things happen to us. And because of those things, understandably, we add these layers of protection around us. And those layers of protection come along with stories. And those stories are trying to insulate you from getting hurt again. But those stories also tell you things about yourself and about other people. Those stories are lies. But if you trust and believe in those stories, that's what you are going to experience in your life. So when you continue to get this pulling and this calling for this amazing, magnificent love with your other half, for example, those deep soul connections, those are the only ones I care about, frankly. So when you just keep you can't go anywhere. Like I'm in a place in my life where, after separation, I was in such a clear place in my life that I knew I'm not going anywhere. And I allowed myself to hear and feel my other half when I heard and felt, stay, don't give up, stay. Like stay focused on me, stay focused on us, trust. Okay. When I was super clear, I could trust that. And I stayed. Okay. And no matter what my mind told me or whatever, it didn't matter. I just stayed in fierce, unconditional love for myself and fierce, unconditional love for my other half. Okay. So when I'm still on the belief system and how things manifest. So when I continue to feel the pulling, that's what I'm going to trust and believe in. And that is basically God basically saying, yes, this is true. So my way of manifesting is reverse. In other words, I know that I'm being pulled towards the callings. I'm being pulled and magnetized to my true self. And when I feel good, that is God saying, thank you for listening. Thank you for listening. Thank you for trusting. Yes, you're trusting. Yes, you're trusting. This is what I want for you. This is what I want for you. This is what I want for you. And when I feel the opposite of that, that's fear. That is keeping me from, when I start to believe in the fear, and all of those layers of the lie telling me that I'm not worthy of this love, or that I can't have this love, or that love is scary, or I can't be in a relationship that's healthy because of these bad experiences, then I am going to be creating from that. So that's what I'm going to be manifesting. You're always going to be manifesting based off of your belief system. That's why it's so important to just get super clear about your belief system. Again, you're not casting out wishes. You're not praying and hoping that something kind of grants you a wish. It is just you going back into the core of you, and you getting so harmonious and balanced within the love for yourself, healing your wounds, right? I kind of want to, well, maybe another day, but my other half and I, we heal each other. It's so beautiful. The level of love and acceptance, true unconditional acceptance that we have for each other, and how, like, my masculine doesn't let me go off the hook. My masculine, shows me the things that I need to look at in a very loving way. And anyway, so let's see. Part of me wants to tell a story about something, but I'm not going to, actually, not on this video anyway. But I love my mirror soul. That's all I can say. So Claudia, stop trusting the fear and start trusting the love. That's right. Victoria, so well put, more focused on love than the crazy fears. Yes. Why do they come in? Because they're trying to protect you, because it's your ego basically saying, don't love, don't allow yourself to love, don't allow yourself to feel safe. Nope, you're gonna get hurt. Remember before, when you trusted before, it didn't end well. That's why they come up. Something came at me from left field in the head last night, and I want it gone. I keep saying, not my thought. It's okay. You don't have to say it's not my thought. You can say that. It's okay if that resonates with you. You can literally just say this doesn't matter, but you do want to replace it. You want to do kind of erase and replace. You want to do an erase and replace. So it's part, you want to acknowledge this is not true. This is part of my old belief system. This is not the truth. I understand why it's coming up, but it doesn't matter. What does matter is, and then fill in the blank. What's the new story? I am more than worthy and more than good enough to be loved. I accept myself fully. And I know that my other half accepts me fully, and my other half accepts us. Jonathan, trying not to tear up. Seriously, you were God-given when I needed it, so thank you for your gifts. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm always there. You know that. Jonathan, no worries. No worries on replying to timing of the email. Thank you. Empress, this is powerful. Good. Jonathan, Victoria, this was my past week. Okay, so I want to read this. Jonathan wrote to Victoria. So Victoria had made the comment that she had this thought that came out of left field. So Jonathan is answering Victoria. This past week, when I saw the fears for what they truly were and said they dissolved, they did, including an X that had popped up, triggered SP, said, quote unquote, she's closing that door, and she did. Okay, powerful, Jonathan, very powerful. I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of you. So proud of you. Victoria wrote, it's so obtrusive and it feels disgusting. I hate it. Don't, when we do this, oh, I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. You're actually resisting it very powerfully. And what you resist persists. Okay. Think about that. Don't let it, just see it as, I see it as like a million different ways. If you've ever played a game and you're about to level up to the next level of your character, you have to face certain challenges. And then once you face the challenge, you know you've leveled up. So in the same way, when you get challenged, we'll say, when you get challenged by your old belief system and that your fears that are challenging you to say, do you believe that you're unworthy of love? Do you believe that you can't have the love that you deserve? Do you believe that you're not good enough? Do you believe that you're not lovable enough? Do you believe that you can be left? Like, if you start to look at things, and just say, I don't believe you. This is part of the old story. So I am going to be fiercely protective of my new story. My new story is that I absolutely deserve everything that I want in life, that I deserve the love, that my other half also sees me as deserving the love, things like that. Okay. So that's when you have to be so incredibly just go into balance, go into harmony within yourself, go into stability, get grounded. You can do that through breathing. You can do that if you want to disrupt the fear that's in your body, disrupt that trauma by doing breathing exercises. You can do, there are some physical things you can do too. You can work out. And I'm not saying to bypass. I don't want you to spiritually bypass. I want you to, if you don't have to go chasing things down to heal, but if something is coming up and it's a pattern and you need to look at it, but don't look at it. You don't have to look at it and stay with it. You look at it and you say, okay, this is a lie. This reminds me of when I was a kid and my dad said X, Y, and Z to me, or so-and-so did this or that to me. Am I still this person, or what did I need back then? And then you give yourself right now all of the love that you needed back then. And then you allow that to dissolve and dissipate. And you have now shown up for yourself, and you've given yourself the love that you crave and that you need. And you now can disconnect whatever story that you have that is actually technically your wound from your past. Disconnect that from your other half. Don't project that onto your other half. See your other half with all of that love that you have for yourself, okay? And just separate the two. The big thing too on the other side of this is that you know that you don't actually have to be perfect. Like I used to, I was put into believing that, something like when you're a kid, and you crave and need attention and love and nurturing, mom, I have to say this my mom watches all my videos. Thank you, mom, for giving me all the nurturing and love that I needed. My dad didn't. And so that left me with these fears of rejection and abandonment. And there were a number of different things that happened. But anyway, that's kind of the gist of it. So when those things happened in my life, when I learned, okay, I understand what this is actually. And if I got triggered with my other half, I could have fallen for it. And I could have thought that this experience with my other half is somehow confirming. That's confirmation. Yep, I'm not good enough. Yep, I'm always going to be rejected. I don't deserve the love. I'm not worthy. But no, I don't believe this lie. I don't believe this abandonment. I know that I'm worthy of love. I know where this is coming from. So I'm going to go give myself the love that I needed then that my dad didn't give me. I'm also going to forgive him, and I'm going to forgive myself. And then, if things continue to come up, they continue to come up, and I'll keep just loving on myself for that. But I'm not going to allow that story anymore. I'm not going to resist it, because when you resist it, it makes it like you're giving it a lot of attention and energy when you resist it like that, when you hate it. I'm not saying that you want to love it, but it is what it is. Take care of it. Give yourself the love that you need. Let that dissolve. Let it go away. And don't attach it to the other people in your life. Okay? That's when you have full acceptance of yourself. And then you can allow the other people to love you. Okay. So I hope that made sense. So Christina wrote, my friend's partner is bipolar and has issues with substance abuse. She hasn't discovered LOA yet, but I am sure it would help her. Do you have a suggestion of how to approach her with that? See her. You can, if you want, in the 3D, you can bring it up if you want. You can also see her. So my friend's partner is bipolar and has issues with substance abuse. So you can see this in a number of different ways. You can simply see your partner in the relationship having become harmonious. People with bipolar get help. People with substance abuse with bipolar get help that they need. And people who are in relationships oftentimes can get help together and everybody can become very stable and harmonious. So the best thing that you can do, Christina, is to, when you're tempted to think of them in that way, think of, like, literally imagine, oh, that's awesome. Like literally just imagine harmony, stability, health between them. You don't have to figure out how. They'll get the help that they need. And you can do a couple imaginal acts the same way that you did for yourself. You know what I mean? So if you want, totally, you can approach them and you can tell them about law of assumption, but it might be more effective for you to just, you can heal the situation because you can see yourself experiencing the version of them that's a healed couple. You know, you can imagine conversations having with your friend just saying, wow, like I'm so proud of, I don't know if it's a him or her, let's say him. I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud that he's actually getting the help now. And I'm so happy that we've gotten even closer. This has actually deepened our connection. Just imagine having that be your experience. Victoria, it's something I never struggled with before. So that's why it's weird. So don't worry. Yeah. So it's okay. It's okay. You don't have to struggle anymore. Let it be and know that you're shifting and changing and just focus on that. It's a lie. It's a lie. Give yourself the love that you need. Trushan. Am I pronouncing your name right? Kim, you look amazing today. Thank you. Anand, thank you. You're welcome. Victoria, I see. Makes sense. Good. Empress, I love how you talk about your other half. I thought I was crazy, but I feel his energy consistently. And your love for deep connections keep me going. I know he's my person. These deep connections are the truest and deepest experience you'll ever have in your life. It's just the most incredible thing, you know, being able to pick up on each other's thoughts and just other things. It's unreal, but it's the truest form of, like, it's just beyond words. It really is. And I feel very privileged to be able to have this kind of experience in life. Gabriella, hey, Kim, hey. I was glad to see that you had good movement with your person. Victoria, that's so good. My other half sees me as deserving the love. Yeah. And remember that your other half is your mirror soul. So if you believe that, then your other half is your mirror soul, then you have to believe that. You have to see yourself as being completely and fully loved. Okay. And see them as that's all that they want to do is love you. And that's all you want to do is love them. It's like it's just like that kind of, you know, you have to get that balance, that yin and yang, that harmony. Okay, I hope that makes sense, Victoria. And Kita, 19 full. Hi, Kim, how can you tell in the initial phases if this person is the one or not? Okay, so this depends on what perspective we look at things. Without knowing your story, it's very hard to answer, but I can tell you that I've had different experiences with different people in my life. I've manifested deliberately different experiences with different people in my life. And I've known whether, yep, this is somebody who I just want to date. This is somebody who, you know, yeah, I can see myself with them. And then even mistaking, like I like to call them expanders. So they're not necessarily the one, but it's because of the relationship with this person that, and I know that a lot of people with law of assumption are going to be like, oh, this is all just like whatever, but I don't care. This is from my perspective, and for my life, this is my truth. And I only teach from my truth. This is my little heart, by the way. Okay. So, I had experiences where, you know, they weren't the one, and I didn't think that they were the one. You know, maybe I had glimpses with one that I thought maybe, then it's like, no, not so much. But those people who kind of come close, but it's kind of like, yeah, you can never quite get that. Like you can't quite open up, and you don't really want to fully open up because it's just it's not right. Like it's not full, it's not complete. those people are your expanders. Those are the people who are preparing you, kind of teaching you a lot about yourself and teaching you a lot about these kinds of connections. So then you can be prepared. So when the one does come in and you're like, okay, this is the one, I know that this is the one, then you're not completely like caught off guard and you kind of already have an idea because you've already kind of done the work. So to answer your question, how do you know it's your one? Deep down in your core, you just know. You just know. It's unmistakable. That's the best way that I can put it. You can tell that this is that you just, it's beyond, it's, I don't know, it's incredibly, they live within your core, you live within their core, and you know it. For me, it didn't matter what happened in the 3D. It didn't matter. There was never a question. It's just that it was just a knowing. It was deep. So I hope that helps. Okay. Nate Al. Oh my God, I caught you live. Yay. So Ankita, I hope that helped. Adriana, hi Kim, with a lot of love. So how do we set boundaries, especially when still getting breadcrumbs? Trying to think positive, but it isn't that chasing energy, just constantly thinking of him. I'm exhausted. Okay, we have our session coming up this week, I think, don't we? Let me check really quick. I think we do. Okay, yeah, I'm going to see you tomorrow, but let me get back to the window here. Hold on. I'll try to answer your question. Constantly thinking about your other half is not chasing if you're constantly thinking about them in bliss. If you're constantly thinking about them and you still have the attachment of not being prioritized, and you continually fall for getting that, you're basically on a loop that you keep, it's like you continue to see the things that are coming up instead of clearly separating the things that are coming up from the person. Because we are conditioned to believe our five senses. We're programmed that way to believe and see reality this way. If you continue to see everything as like breadcrumbs, like I'm not getting enough, he's not prioritizing me, it's not happening, then that has to be the reflection. So if you want to know how to set boundaries, that's bordering 3D dating advice experience. So to answer that in that way, if you want to set boundaries, this isn't manifesting really. Like, let me take this way. For me, a boundary, if I'm manifesting somebody, would be like things that happened. I have a video that I manifested one of my exes back, and there was a form of something that was completely unacceptable that involved my baby, my dog, my paw dog, my paw dog. Sorry, my paw kid. Okay. My baby Bella was shaking because the person didn't see this, the person didn't intentionally do this, but when the person got all angry and then was leaving, and that energy is being felt in the household, and I see my little dog kind of nervous and scared, no, that's a boundary for me. That boundary though, that's a hard boundary of, I don't want to continue manifesting. I don't want to continue trying to see this work out differently. This story is too deep. I'm good. I learned what I had to learn about this. This person expanded me, and basically expanding in the sense that you gave me a lot of contrast. You gave me a lot of contrast to know exactly what I do not want in a person. And because of that, I was able to get super clear of who I wanted. And that was my true masculine other half, my equal other half. And I had a long, long, long list that was so incredibly specific. And so I used that. My boundary was set. And I know, Adriana, you're probably like, girl, you're not even talking about my thing anymore. I'm sorry I went on a tangent. I'll bring it back to you. That made me so crystal clear of what I was only going to allow and accept. And then that my other half came through. My other half came through and was exactly every single thing that I wrote down on my list, that person has. Why? Because when I wrote down the list, that we were already in union together, and that end exists right now. And the only reason why I was able to get so clear was because I got clear within myself, and I picked up on and sensed my person, exactly how my person already is. So even though I hadn't met my person, I felt, sensed, and knew my person, because my person is within me, not separate from me. Okay, so I hope that helps. So setting boundaries in the 3D, if it makes you feel better, you have to be very clear about this. If it makes you feel better that if I say X, Y, and Z, this will change the behavior, then you can go ahead and set those boundaries. But what I want to caution you of is to be very clear that you're not going to question the boundaries that you set. That, in other words, you are going to stay so faithful to your trust in the end of you guys being happy. And that I know that when I set this boundary, I am not going to be afraid that I somehow destroyed it. Because if then you fall into that trap of being afraid that, oh, great, I said this and now I got, he doesn't want to see me or talk to me at all. We're not talking at all. He's gone completely quiet. Then that doesn't cause you to spiral down even worse. And then really, really, really go into a deep spiral where you might lose all of your faith completely. I don't know. I mean, for me, I don't see, I know you're exhausted, and in times when you're exhausted, I always tell you to step back and go into just complete fierce self-love. You have to only focus on yourself at those times. That's it. But for me, I never perceive silence as a bad thing. I don't see silence as a bad thing with my other half. I know what my masculine needs. If my masculine needs time to retreat back into their shell, I support that. I am good with that. I know that after the silence breaks, it's always better. It's always deeper. We're always closer. So when the silence happens, I'm good. Like I know that everything is mutual. I know that we're good. I trust in it. I have complete, undying, unconditional faith in it. How do you become that completely unconditional, having faith in it? I trust in my heart. I don't trust anything that happens in the 3D. I mean, I understand completely how it happens and what you're going through, but you have to train yourself to stop falling for the 3D. You have to train yourself. That's what, when we meet weekly, I just want to keep reminding you to keep staying within yourself and trusting within yourself. Okay. And if you want to stop seeing the breadcrumbs, stop seeing the breadcrumbs. Stop constantly worrying about the breadcrumbs. Keep your awareness on yourself, being fulfilled, being loved, being completely just harmonious. Focus on all of the good things that you have manifested in the past. I don't know however long we've been working together, but you've had like incredible times together, and you guys, you've had like incredible movement. And so those are the things so this is what happens. You want to capitalize on those things and just stay in bliss in your heart. Stay in that bliss of that time together. And then just be and allow more of those times to come, instead of, this is what happens. I get a little bit of taste of this. It feels good. And then I'm like, I'm analyzing the time between texts. I'm analyzing what the texts say, or the lack of the text, or the silence, or the this or the that. And as soon as I start to do that, then now I am no longer trusting. I'm not in my bliss anymore. Now I'm trusting, and I've been pulled back into the 3D illusion. When I'm in the 3D illusion, I'm creating now from the illusion. In other words, I'm creating from the fear. I'm creating from the fear of the breadcrumbs. I'm creating from the fear of not being prioritized. When we affirm from the middle, and we don't just stay focused on the bliss and the harmony of the end of us being together. And, you know, as the things come and go, you have to be super zen about it and super balanced in yourself. When we allow ourselves to get sucked into the 3D, and Jonathan, if you're on still, say something, please. Say something to Adriana if you're on still, because you have like a beast, like a master. You have kind of like, just say something right now, because Adriana, you've gotten through it too, but right now you're in a place, so we want to pull you out of that. You just don't fall for you're adhered into the 3D, and you have to pull yourself out of it. Okay, pull yourself out of it and just focus on you. Go back within and only stay there. You have to be super, super strict about this. Stop looking at your phone. Instead, imagine amazing communication. And then when little parts of the communication come in, love it. And if it's not quite exactly where you want it to be, imagine that it is. And just let all of the circumstances, just trust that they'll all go away. I love you. You know I love you. So please pull yourself out of this, okay? We'll go over more of this tomorrow. So let's see. Okay, so Victoria, thank you so much. You're welcome. Trushin, you have to tell me if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, because I feel bad. Kim, your mom is amazing. Yes, she is. Lady R, it makes so much sense when you say it, Kim, but when the moments of doubt, fear come, it's so hard to practice what we learn here. Yeah, no one's saying, manifesting itself, like the actual manifesting itself. I'm not saying what we go through, but manifesting itself is simple. Okay. Getting there, if you have an old story around something, is going to be the most challenging experiences that you ever have in your life. That's the truth. You can affirm that this keeps getting easier and easier every day. This keeps easy. I keep understanding more and more every day. Then you will. So that makes it easier. Like Adriana, you can continue to affirm, oh, awesome. Now I understand. Now I'm clear. Now I understand how to manifest. Now I'm understanding more and more every day. I'm feeling better and better every day. I'm feeling stronger and stronger every day. I'm understanding this more and more every day. I'm becoming more and more empowered in my understanding every day. Those are the kinds of powerful affirmations you want to say when you're caught in the 3D. You want to step back from it. I'm beautiful. I'm lovable. I'm prioritized. I'm powerful. I know that I'm worthy of love. I know that I deserve love. I know that I'm good enough to be loved. And then love that little part of yourself that's feeling worried, that's in fear, that's in doubt. That thing that's attached to your other half has nothing to do with him. He's doing his job. He's doing what he has to do. And I know that it is painful. Anyway, so Lady R had said that it is so hard in the moment. Yes, it is. It's okay. You can get through it. Other people have gotten through it. So can you, but you have to be disciplined and focused, and don't give in to the temptation of the lies. And I know that they feel very real, but don't give into it. Yeah. So just keep trying. So Christina, that's great advice. Good. Victoria. Yes, it's totally a lie. Yes, it is. Pixie doll. Hi. First time here. Welcome, Pixie. Juanita, hello from Australia. I can't believe I caught your live. Awesome. I can't believe it either. I love you so much. You have helped me shift my mindset. Good. I'm glad. Anybody who's new on the video today, I forgot to remind you guys, since I've been on for a little longer, give the video a thumbs up, because it helps my channel grow. It helps my content get out there to people who need it. And I'm so grateful that I am changing people's lives. I appreciate it. It's a privilege for me to do this. If you guys are looking for coaching, the link is in the description box. If you guys want to be on the this Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll have collective group coaching. It'll be an intimate group of 10 others and myself. You guys will all have some one-on-one time with me. It'll be fun. It'll be awesome. It's $59. Many of you guys have emailed me and said you wanted to be on it. I want to be clear that only half of you guys have actually paid the $59. I can't. You guys have to actually pay to be on the group collective session. So the link for that will be in the description box below. All you have to do is go to coreunion.com, click on at the top link. It says click here for one-on-one sessions. And when you click down, you'll see all of my sessions, and I have different packages, but there'll be something called June 15th, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. collective group coaching for $59. Click on that. You'll pay the $59. I'll immediately be notified, and then I'll know that you are in and you're confirmed. And then everybody who is actually paid, I will email you guys a Zoom link, which will be a Zoom meeting link. You'll get it before the meeting starts on Thursday. You might get it if I don't think I'll be doing it later on today because I have a bunch of things I need to do, but you'll get it before the meeting. Always check your spam if you haven't gotten it. There's nothing to prepare for. Don't be nervous. This is going to be fun. I want you guys to actually come to the meeting or the session happy and just ready to absorb. I want you to be a sponge. Okay. I want you to set the intentions beforehand. You know that this is exactly what you needed, that this group collective session is actually part of your bridge to whatever it is that you're manifesting. This is going to be deep love focused, a deep soul connection focused session. So anyway, click on that if you actually want to be part of it. So why did I even say that? I don't remember. Oh, because I just wanted to give the reminder, give the video a thumbs up, and that if you want to be on it, you have to actually pay for it. Okay, so Victoria, I love that. That's all they want to do is love me. That is all they want to do is love you. That is just the truth. Empress, that's it. All he wants to do is love me, period. That's it. And you guys see, I keep posting, done, 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 done. It's done. The end of the two of you guys being in happy, harmonious union is done. So don't worry about all the stuff that's coming up. Be the best version of you. Accept yourself, love yourself, and only see the people in your lives as being the best versions of them, period. You want to heal yourself. You want to heal others. Everything is about love, harmony, stability, healthy, happy relationships, completeness, wholeness, love, true love. True love, not some fake, infatuated, whatever. True, true, true love. Belikta, could it be that my expander was my passed away husband? Yes, we were close, but not like with my person now. Of course. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I think when we met, that I feel like that was something that I thought. I don't know if we actually said it or not. Okay. And Kita, oh, Adriana said, thank you. You're welcome, sweetie. Okay. And Kita, thank you for answering. Really resonated with that answer. And I love your necklace. Oh, thank you. So this is the peace, or no, the love project. Let me see what it's called. The love project. So love is project. So if you go, and I don't get paid for this. Oh, you know what's awesome? I'm starting, brands are starting to reach out to me. It's so funny because I was doing a couple affirmations, but I didn't stick with it because it doesn't actually mean that much to me right now. But I started affirming that brands reach out to me, that they want me to, like, try their products so I can share it with you guys. And then, and I let you guys know that they are, and then you guys get discounts and then I get paid for whatever. So then I'm starting to get emails from a company asking if I wanted to try their products. but it's not something that I actually would want to try. So I thank them anyway, but I'm good. Anyway, the reason why I brought it up is the Love Is Project was something I was thinking of because I love their mission. So it's loveisproject.com, and you can read all about them. They take a lot of the proceeds from the sales and they put it to good causes. So it's very special. It's just super cute too. So you're welcome for, I'm happy to answer your question. Empress, oh yeah, that loop makes sense. Yeah, the loop is frustrating, but you have to break the cycle of the loop. It's up to you. Victoria, that's so great about knowing what your masculine needs. I would love to hear more on that. Okay, I mean, your masculine needs nurturing. Like if we take it, we can take it from either just an energy of divine masculine, divine feminine. Every person has both masculine and feminine energies. And, you know, me as a person, I'm going to be more in my feminine, and my masculine is going to be more in the masculine energy. And that's the relationship that we crave. As an example, I know what my masculine needs, and I know what I need, and my masculine knows what I need. And one of the things, for example, is that when I'm in my true divine nature and my feminine nature, that's all nurturing and all support. And it's not that, and my masculine will also nurture and support me. But if I start to go into, and this happens with you guys, particularly ladies, be careful of this. Oftentimes, what happens is you want to be in your divine feminine nature, and you want to receive your masculine, but you accidentally are going into your masculine energy when you either forget that, you know, you're outside in the world having to make a living, and you definitely need to, hold on one sec. Give me 1 second, guys. What was I saying? You go through your life, and I'm sorry. You go through your life and you are in your masculine energy. You're in your masculine energy, and then you forget in the relationship that you want to go back into your divine feminine. And sometimes what happens is, either because of work, you stay in that control mode, and then you might actually slip into the mother role. Your masculine doesn't want you to mother them. If you mother your masculine and you mistake that for nurturing, you're actually sending a very clear message that you don't trust your masculine, and your masculine is going to feel incompetent, and your masculine is going to feel less than. You need to allow your masculine to be free, and to see your masculine as, your masculine knows what they need to do, and your masculine is very well equipped, and you need to see them as that and trust that they know what to do, and that they're going to do it right, and they're going to bring all the love, protection, and support to you, and let them be the strong masculine that they are. If that's what you want, then let them be that. And so you understand, like the mother, an actual mother of her children, because we all do have, hold on, because we all do have masculine and feminine energy. Your mother, when your mother is scolding you growing up, when your mother is getting you in line and in order growing up, she's going into her divine masculine, even though she's your mother and she's a woman. Oftentimes in relationships, the divine feminine, when you want to be the divine feminine, you end up going into your divine masculine as that mother energy. That is not nurturing. That's mothering, and mothering is controlling, and mothering is technically, that kind of mothering is masculine energy. Okay. So you want to know your masculine's needs by trusting them, by trusting the love, by knowing that you're all that your masculine needs and wants, and by giving your masculine the space that your masculine needs, providing the nurturing, the safety, the support, the love. So, you are the supply of that, and trusting that you're all that they need, and that you see that they see you as being all that they need and want. And you get that polarity and that beautiful, harmonious, polarity between the divine and the masculine. And each of you guys kind of know your part. And together you're complete on your own, but together you are equals, you're solid, and you pull each other through even when you're triggered. You're there for each other. You support you're there for each other. You support each other. You know that you're marrying each other, but you have separated your wounds. Oh my God. My other half is texting me these like super beautiful things right now, and it's making me blush. Oh my goodness. You are, oh my goodness. Can I get my thoughts together? Okay, I'm sure you guys are loving this right now. I've lost my thinking right now. You are everything that your divine other half needs. Okay. So just know that. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to leave that there. I'm getting a hot flash. Thanks. Whew. Oh boy. Anyway, I'm going to try to refocus here. And I am like I'm heated up here, guys. So Victoria, all that communication stuff is a gold mine. Good. Jonathan. Okay. So Adriana. Okay. Adriana, listen to what Jonathan says here. Okay. Jonathan wrote, Adriana, what are your predominant thoughts and beliefs about your connection? I went from loving contact to disconnect for 3 months. Okay. Everything is very good. Yes, everything is very good. You're making me blush while I'm on live right now, but it's awesome. All right, guys, I'm probably going to have to end this soon. Okay. So Jonathan also wrote, I had belief that she would not prioritize me, but affirming from middle, she came towards me. She was in my neighborhood of New York for weeks, but never reached out. Once I said, this is my beliefs, I am the power in my reality, so I choose, she loves me and prioritizes me, then the messages started. So Victoria, for today and tonight, this is, with all of the love, because I love you. And that how many times have you been, where you are, and then everything is fine, and then everything is fine, and then it's like we fall again for the 3D illusion. And I understand that, and I'm holding you through this, okay? But I want you to remember that what's happening in your 3D reality does not equal your end with your other half. So stop thinking right now about trying to affirm for your other half, and only focus. You have to nurture yourself right now, and you have to give yourself the love that you need. So right now, take care of your needs. You have to show up for yourself. You have to love yourself and accept yourself. You have to stay very focused on being completely, undyingly in love with who you are as a person, that you are powerful, beautiful, lovable. You are a priority. What are all of the things that make you so incredibly precious and magnificent? You are such a beautiful, incredible woman. You are intelligent, you're funny, you're sexy, you're solid, you're stable, you're literally every man's dream come true. And I know that part of you is like, of course I know that, but he doesn't see that. And that right there is the lie. He does see that. What happens is, so if my masculine needs space and time and is quiet, I'm knowing that my masculine is doing whatever my masculine needs to do, and that my masculine is feeling me the whole way, and that we're feeling each other. And I'm not ever, even for a second, questioning our connection. That's where you have to get to, all of you guys. That is exactly where you have to get to. If this is your other half, if this is your meant to be, if this is who you were born to be with, who you were made to love, and they were made to love you, then even through silence, you know, you can literally, we feel each other. We talk about it. We were just talking last night about it. And I'm not going to go into details about what we said, by the way, but we talk about how we hear each other's voices. We hear each other, like we feel each other. We can sense each other. And, you know, whatever, I'm not going to, like I said, I'm not going to get into the details, but you have to really know that you are as important to your other half as they are to you. So anyway, I hope that helps. Sonia wrote, yes, Kim, he light all. I am not sure what that means. Jonathan, I had belief. I already said that. Okay. Once I said, okay, so really quick, back to Adriana. You have to stop affirming from, my phone is about to die. So you have to stop. Give me 1 second. You have to stop affirming from the middle. Affirming from the middle means that, so I start out and I'm focused on the end of a harmonious, stable, secure, loving, healthy relationship. That's where my focus needs to be. That's where it needs to stay. And then I do my work on clearing out any of the old wounds and the lies of my past traumas. And I also take full responsibility and understand that it was unintentional. So I'm not going to beat myself up, but that I didn't realize that I basically took my old wounds of the fears of not being worthy of and having these bad experiences with other people in my past. And I carried that into my relationship with my other half. And I projected that fear onto my other half, even though my other half is there wanting to love me, wanting to adore me, wanting to, you know, whatever. I can't see it that way because, and I'm not speaking for myself, by the way, I'm speaking for the kind of thing that happens to you guys. Because I'm good. Like I know what me and my other half have. I'm clear. I'm always clear. Always have been, actually. So then the things happen in the 3D and you stop believing in your end because what's happening in 3D feels so real and it sucks and it pulls you right into your wound. And then you're in your wound and now you're affirming now you're having this behavior that you don't like, the breadcrumbs, the not texting that much, the not communicating. And instead of doing what I would do, which is, okay, I'm not hearing from, okay, so she's busy. Or, you know, she's like doing what she needs to do. She is, you know, there's trust there. So I'm not worried about this having anything to do with our feelings for each other or her feelings for me. No, that has nothing to do with what's going to happen. I am good here. I'm healthy. I'm complete. I give myself all the love that I need. I'm going to enjoy my life. I'm going to do the things that I need to do for my life, knowing that, you know, my masculine absolutely adores me. And the silence doesn't mean anything that has anything to do with me. I'm not going to you're assigning the meaning that the silence is something that you don't want. And then what happens is, so now you have a story going on. I'm not prioritized. You know, like there's someone else possibly, they don't care as much. They're treating me like I'm just some whatever. I don't matter that much to them. I'm not a priority. Then you're in your head about that. Now that story's growing. And now you're in that story and you're affirming from the middle of trying to get a text message, wanting to get more communication, wanting to get this and that. When we affirm from the middle, that's when we get hot, cold, like, and it's a lot of this, it's a lot of up and down, which is very taxing. It's going to be tiring. So what you need to do when you start to catch yourself falling into those stories again is focus on the end of the harmonious, secure relationship, knowing that what's happening in the middle right now is not the end of your story with your other half. It's literally just a few pages in a chapter in the middle of your book. It's some scenes in the middle of your movie, but you've already seen this movie. You've seen this movie before. You know how the end is. You know that the two people end up in love together. There are some scenes in the middle that suck, that make you want to cry, but you know the end. So you can watch the movie. This is how you watch your circumstances of the breadcrumbs, of the perceived breadcrumbs, because it really isn't the breadcrumbs. It's not breadcrumbs. It's just that he's working stuff out and you have to trust him to work stuff out. So, and I'm not yelling at you, you know, I love you. I'm just getting passionate about this because this is towards everybody. You have seen the movie. This is just a middle scene. It doesn't matter. You can look away from the movie. You can look at the scene and you can be strong and know, oh, I hate this scene, but you know what? I know that they end up happy together. So I'm not going to worry about this, period. Okay. It's a middle chapter. Turn the page. Oh my God, just turn the page. I love you. Okay. So let's see, where are we? Sorry. Have I been on for a long time? I can't tell from here. It feels like it's been a long time. Yeah, it's been a long time. I got to go. So Victoria, totally, Jonathan. Good. Lee, Kim is the goat. Thank you. Sonia, he read my thoughts. I was thinking his post on Facebook is a too much sad, and I didn't tell him nothing. And next day he was deleted that post. Okay. Okay. So that's good. Adriana, let's see. Adriana wrote, Jonathan, yes, I've been ready. And I know this because I'm attracting everyone else, just not him. So then you have a fear specifically about him. It's the story. I feel like I'm not a female that gets ghosted, yet he does. That's the problem. That's the problem. You believe that he sees you as a female that can get, you are not seeing him as valuing you. That is the problem. And there have been times where he has shown up and actually said to you, you know, calling you his wife. Okay. You have to remember those times when he called you his wife. I remember that time, and that's all I think about. Okay. He does not see you as being a woman that can be strung along. He sees you as being his wife. He sees you as being his future. But if you don't see that with him specifically, you are going to keep getting the version of him because he's responding to you. Think about that for a second. Just think about that. He's not stringing you along. Think about it that you're seeing him that way. So that what he has to say to you, baby, you're right about me. Baby, yes. Baby, yes. So it's like he's saying to you, think about it this way, Adriana. You're thinking, oh, great. Now he's not calling me. Now he's not texting me. Or he's not calling me as much. He doesn't care about me. So he's going to go, baby, I'm going to have to show you evidence that what it's going to look like if I don't care about you. But I actually do care about you. You're actually the love of my life. You're actually who I want to marry. But you are seeing me in this way. So I have to show up this way because you're putting that out and I'm catching it. You're writing that script and I'm going to act it out for you. So here, I'm sorry, I do love you, but until you can see that I love you and I accept you, I can't show you that I love and accept you. You have to show me that you know that. So you have to believe that. And until you do, I'm going to have to keep showing up the way you see me. I'm going to have to give you exactly what you're expecting from me. I'm sorry. And I love you and I want to give my all to you. I want to give you all of me. But you don't trust that and you don't trust me. So I'm sorry. That's what's happening. And I know it's hard. It's not easy, but you have to really, really dig in deep and stay in your trust. Okay. Empress wrote, this is me, mothering, controlling. I literally will make him text me because I said so. And you wrote, oh my God, with a laugh, but you're right. That puts you in the divine masculine energy. Even though it's motherly, your masculine wants the nurturing. Your masculine craves your nurturing, but not the nurturing, the affection, the support, the love, the affection, the support. I think I said your belief, especially your belief. The masculine wants to make you proud. The masculine does not need you to scold, does not need you to control, does not need you to tell them when to call, when to text. You need to see yourself as the priority, and then the masculine will be happily connecting with you. Okay. But when the masculine goes quiet, why are you going into a wound that you're not worthy or that you're not a priority? Why can't he be doing his own thing? Like, why does that have to be a threat to you? That's what you have to look at. You have to see that you are it. You are a priority. You are the one. If you don't see that they see that, if you don't see that they see you as being like what my masculine just texted me, that my masculine sees me as a lady. Okay. That is how you have to see Adriana. You have to see your other half as seeing you as being a lady, and a lady is honored. A lady is respected, and your other half sees that your other half, he is privileged to have the opportunity to this incredible, incredible connection that he's always dreamed of. That's where you have to get to with your other half, so that you will get the text that says, baby, you're a lady to me. That's how I see you. Okay. But you have to see yourself as being that. You have to give yourself that respect, that love. Okay. And then you have to see, and I know that you're getting that from other men, which means that you have a very specific story specifically about him. So write the new story, because he is just going to mirror. He has to keep mirroring what you believe about him. So stop believing what you don't want. Okay. I love you. Adriana wrote, I love seeing you like this, Kim, blushing. I love it. Good. I love you too. You know, I love you. Todd, love this live. Good. Empress, not hot flash. Well, what can I tell you? My other half gave me a hot flash. It was a good hot flash. Send that energy this way. So you have to believe that. You have to make yourself the priority. Victoria, he does see that. Good. Victoria, no questioning the connection. Never question the connection. If it's a deep soul connection, there's no need to question it. It can't go away. These kinds of connections just don't go away. They can't. You can block if you have a bunch of big stories between it, but they don't go away. They can't. They're from the beginning and to the end of time as we know it. It's the love that it's the love that just creates all. Jonathan, by the way, Kim, my replies to Adriana were supposed to be back to back, so they probably sound strange, fragmented. Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't do anything about that, but I think we got the gist. Victoria, and we decide as Empress, yep, that's my baby. That's right, that's your baby. So Empress, no more mothering. And everybody out there, you don't dictate to your other half, whether it's actually dictating to them, I need you to call me, I need you to text me more, I want you to text me more. You don't do that in the physical nor mentally. He will feel that if you are doing that mentally too. Okay, that will stop the desire of him coming towards you. You are free and your other half is free, and you trust the love and the connection that that the two of you guys are just two magnets to each other. You can't peel each other away. Me and my other half were, I think we're on the phone. I don't know, what was it, yesterday or the day before? Like 8 hours, like the 6 hours on one conversation, 2 hours on the other. Like we just can't peel each other away. It's like the enjoyment, the level of enjoyment, the sound of our voices, the laughter, like no other human can entertain me or stimulate me or interest me like this. Do you know what I mean? That's the kind of, that's in these deep love connections. That's what it is. This is your other half. This is, it's like you guys are just your perfect counterparts to each other. So Empress wrote, wait, where you get that couch from? That is called the Super Chill by Younger Furniture. They're based in North Carolina. And when you take those 3 cushions off, those cushions are basically there because this sofa is the snuggle. This is the snuggle sofa, the cuddle couch, whatever you want to call it. It is called the Super Chill because when you take those 3 cushions that are in front off, that sofa is like a twin bed. So that is the perfect cuddling couch. Like, you know, watching movies, just spooning each other. That's what this sofa is all about. It's just like lounging. It's just comfort. It's amazing. So it is by Younger Furniture and it's called the Super Chill and it's amazing and comfortable. And I absolutely love it. So Laura G wrote, you are so cute. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Victoria, wow, this is amazing. Good. Jonathan, literally her silence last week triggered my old fears of 3P, dissolving the old story, dissolved. Okay, let me take my time with this. Jonathan wrote, because there was some silence that he was triggered. Now he wrote, literally her silence last week triggered my old fears of the third party, dissolving the old story, dissolving the 3D. Okay, that's the last part. I think this is getting screwy again, but basically what happened was Jonathan has leveled up many times. The things that used to trigger him used to be, he would get like incredible movement, like intimacy, like love, all of the stuff that he was affirming for. They would have time. Then he would get sucked into the 3D and he would give into that temptation of falling for the illusion of 3D again. Then he would kind of go back into check-in things. Then he would, it would trigger the fears again. And then it was the roller coaster kind of, Adriana, what you're describing. Now what's happened though, is he's looking at the triggers as my fears, has nothing to do with her. So now he's empowering himself and he's also empowering her. He's protecting his love and he's protecting her from his own fears. That is massive, Jonathan. That is huge. So Adriana, protect your other half from the things that are triggering you. And I know you're like, but he's the one. No, he's not the one. He's mirroring you. He's mirroring your triggers. Your triggers are your opportunities. Triggers are opportunities to say, I'm letting you go. I'm letting you go. This is the old story. I am not here for this. I am here for love. I am here for commitment. I am here for harmony. I'm here for stability. I am here for love, period. This old stuff is purging and I'm going to get super grounded and stable. I'm going to dig my heels in right now. I'm letting it go. I'm letting it purge. I don't trust this anymore. What do I want? He loves me. He adores me. He respects me. He values me. Because why? Because all he's waiting for, he loves me, respects me, adores me, prioritizes me, because all he's waiting for me to do is to love, respect, honor, appreciate myself, and to see him as being capable and desiring and wanting to do that. Okay? That, guys, right there is gold. Thank you. And you're welcome. I hope that hit you guys. So Empress, let's see, this is free game and you got a session coming up. Awesome. Oh, so I may as well say to you guys, give the video a thumbs up because it helps my channel grow. Link for coaching was always in every description box towards the bottom of every video that I do if you want coaching. And if you want to be part of the collective group coaching on Thursday, it's at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. A lot of you guys, half of you guys, not half, less than half of you guys have paid. It's only $59. If you want to be part of this group of only 10 people, you guys are going to get one-to-one time with me. It's going to be awesome. We're going to have fun. There's going to be laughters. There may be tears, but it's all good. It'll be good. You guys will learn from it. It'll be amazing. You have to actually pay the $59. Once you pay, I get the email that you did, and then I will put you down and you are in. Then you will get a link with a Zoom meeting invitation that you will get before Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then you need to show up on time because I will lock the meeting down because I don't want other people hacking into it because I know that won't happen, but I always lock it down. So you have to get there on time. And all is going to be good and we're going to have an amazing time. But you have to pay for it. So if you guys want to be part of the group collective coaching, please, you can't just email me and say, I want to be part of the group coaching. As much as I want to give free coaching, Mama needs to be paid for her time. Okay. So you need to pay the $59. It's totally affordable. And I want also just to say, guys, I don't need to do the group collective coaching. It's not like let's put it this way. I can be using that time to put clients who are paying one-on-one sessions with me or who have packages. I'm doing this to give it to people who can't afford or think that they can't, because everybody can afford. I'm giving you guys the opportunity to get some coaching in. So I don't need to do the group coaching. I'm fine not doing the group coaching. I'm only going to do the group coaching if I see that there's an actual demand for it. So if there's a demand for it, you guys have to actually pay for it. So Belikta, oh my God, I went into my masculine. Oh no, Belikta, hold on. Belikta, oh, okay, Belikta. I'm sorry, but this is jumping and I keep seeing all these different, okay. Oh my God, I went into my masculine the whole time because I am much older than him. Light bulb moment. So stay out of, you should be nurturing. That is feminine. I'm assuming yeah. So you want to be in your feminine energy, which is nurturing, supportive, loving, tender, sweet, trusting, big part. You think about this. The feminine energy, the divine feminine is in her divinity, knowing her value, knowing her worth, and knowing that she's valued and knowing that she's seen as being incredibly worthy. And that divine masculine wants to come in and lift up that divine feminine. That divine feminine gives the nurturing, the support, the love, the tenderness, and herself completely with complete vulnerability. The divine masculine wants to see that vulnerability. So the divine masculine can then take all of his strength and his arms and wrap the divine feminine in his arms of protection and safety. And the two of you guys melt into each other and become one. Okay? That divine feminine energy does not control. That divine feminine energy never has to control. The masculine brings the structure. The masculine kind of brings that order, kind of brings that sense of that leading energy. And the feminine leans back and allows and trusts and knows that the masculine is doing everything for the divine feminine. So she can the divine masculine wants you to feel safe to let go. Feel safe. You can fall back and I'm going to catch you. You can fall back in my arms because I am here for you. I want you to. Like I can love you when you're broken. I will love you when you're broken. In fact, I want to see that you trust me enough to be vulnerable with me, because when you're vulnerable with me, I love you all the more, because you're not putting up a front anymore. And I'm going to show you that it's safe for you to be broken. And I'm going to show you. Well, anyway, I went on a tangent with that. So anyway, Belikta, don't go into your masculine by mothering or controlling. Your age, you know that this is part of the story, right? Your age is so irrelevant and doesn't matter. So let it go. Empress wrote, I'm a lady. Yes, you are. And what's the other side of that? And your masculine sees you as being a lady. Belikta wrote, true, I get that from many other men, but not from him. Right. So hold on. My phone was almost dead, so I charged it. So my masculine wrote, I peeked into your live stream. I'm proud of you. God bless you. So that's support, right? Anyway, Victoria, states are just how we see ourselves anyway. Belikta, true, I prayed to God that this connection goes away and I can be happy again, but he does not go away. Well, don't ever pray that the connection goes away, because don't do that. Stop that. I was like, I responded to you guys, but not to my masculine over here. So, let's see. Victoria, tap in. What's that mean, Empress? So Victoria, tapping in, the way I use it, I don't know where she used it, so it's going to be hard to find it, but you tap into, you have to tap into your divinity, and your power. So let's see, Belikta, yes, we talked for hours too, and I opened up to him like no one in my life, not even my psychologist, showing me vulnerable and how knowing he will never hurt me. Good. Manoush, I made it to live. Good. Miss K, I'm so glad I caught this live. Victoria, go Jonathan. Victoria, so true. Jonathan, ooh, Kim, can you give me interior design brand suggestions to window shop for my future home with SP? Oh my God, are you kidding me? Yes, and that's something you should be doing for sure. Yeah, because that's like one of my that's what I used to do in kind of interior design and stuff. So of course. Victoria, wow, protect your other half from your triggers and fears. Amazing. This is hitting me like a ton of bricks. Yeah, because your triggers and your fears are not your other half. Your other half wants to show up for you. Okay. And you know, as much as you want the love and support from your other half, your masculine craves that from you, you know, and when you can accept that and know that you're safe, then your masculine can come in and accept that and know that they're safe. That's how the mirroring works. Okay. So we are so blessed to be here. Manoush, I want to join, but I have to work at that time. I'm sorry. Beautiful, blissful. I have never had a problem manifesting a person, been married for over 15 years. So where many want to know about NSP, I want to understand money manifesting. Yeah. So money manifesting usually comes down to some sort of a story that you have. It's kind of like, it's a story that you have around money, that money is either the root of all evil. That's a popular one. The money is hard to get or scarce, that when you have money, you're ultimately going to lose money, that the only people that get money have to lie, cheat, or steal. But I guess that's kind of root of all money too. Just in general, it could also be like a story that you have of not being worthy, or even sometimes abandonment and rejection stories from childhood can seep their way into a lack state of mind with money, because you might feel unworthy of having security, safety, and ease in your life, right? So when you start to have a self-concept of being fully loved, fully protected, very safe and secure, and you can really feel and embody that feeling of security, you'll see that, and the belief that, you know, it's good for me to have money. Money provides you know, the ability to be able to enjoy life, the ability to be able to take off and just recharge, the ability to be able to go and travel and have fun with the people that you love. Obviously, electricity, you know, money gives you so many things. So having it is really good for me. And when I have it, I also am in a state of mind that I have it and I keep getting more and more of it, that it's actually very easy to have money and that money is always all around me. And money is a source of goodness in my life. And that I know that even though I spend money, that the money continues to circulate in and out of my life. And I always personally, when I spend money, I'm always very grateful for spending the money. Like I'm always happy spending the money. If I catch myself spending things and feeling that gut-wrenching thing, that's fine. But I might end up experiencing more experiences that are going to make me feel that gut-wrenching thing when it comes to money. That's how the mirror works. Okay. So beautifully bliss, I hope that helps. See yourself as being more than good enough, more than worthy of being totally safe and secure and being able to just rest and relax and know that all of your needs are going to be met, that, you know, you're safe, you're secure, and more money just keeps coming in. And that it's easy to make money. It is easy to make money. So let's see. Belikta, I love your explanation of the divine feminine, the trust. Since I met you, I get so many aha moments because you melt manifesting and divine lovers. Yep. Thank you. I love that. I melt manifesting and divine lovers. I love that comment, Belikta. That's awesome. Okay. Nidhi here. Love you so much for your teachings. Many psychologists talk about limerence and its toxicity. How do I know my love for him is not limerence or toxic? And beautifully blissful wrote, thank you. That's actually, I think that's a pretty easy one. So let me see if I can feel into this and give my perspective on this. If it's limerence, it's like everything is about them. And like if it's infatuation and obsessiveness, like infatuation, it's not real love. It's just like this kind of, it's a crush. It's like, what can they do for me? It's like, it's a very, I don't know, like it's very much out there. It's never coming from a place of, I'll give you an example. My other half can make any choices. I trust and I know what we have so deeply in the core of me that when I think of my other half, it's nothing but love. That love doesn't leave. It's nothing but love. It's not, what can they do for me? What can I get from this? Not at all. It's pure. It is devotion. Time doesn't matter. There's not a neediness. It doesn't mean that I don't want to feel things, experiences, but it's mature. It's deep. It's not superficial. Like I literally, like, I think about my baby's heartbeat. You know, I think about, it's just, it goes to such a deep level of devotion, limerence and crushes. It's usually more, those are usually more kind of, I don't know. The energy is very different. The energy is very needy and I don't know. It's just, I don't know how to put it into words. So I might not be doing too well with the explanation. But the love, the true love, the devotion comes from a very still, grounded, stable place. It's very divine. Limerence and infatuation feels like more of a, I need this person. If I don't get this and that from this person, then I don't feel worthy. Then I don't feel good enough. This person needs to give me this and that, or I'm not going to get whatever. Now, Could you somehow be in limerence of something that is true? Yeah, you could. If you haven't done the inner work and you haven't actually given yourself the love, you could also be in limerence. And that is toxic, even if it is truly your other half. That behavior is toxic. That needy energy of trying to get somebody, that doesn't feel good. That's repulsive. That is repulsive. That is chasing energy. Okay. Anyway, you can yearn for, you can ache for. Me and my other half have, like, if there are times where we weren't talking or whatever, we ache for each other. We yearn for each other. But it's not that kind of, it's different. Limerence, infatuation is not love. It's not from the heart. You might experience sensations in your body that might be able to be misinterpreted, but it's like, it's more so like, what can I get from this person? Like, I can't fill myself up with the love, so I need to try to get it from them. It's not good. It's not good at all. So anyway, that's kind of limerence. It's just depending, like obsessing over this person. If I don't have this person is this to me, this person is that to me. But really, you're not looking at the person. You're not looking at them as being, so powerful. You're not looking at them as being their own person. You're not looking at them as being incredibly valuable and lovable and like how much of an incredible human being they are. You're not looking at their qualities and their strengths and their values. You're not looking at those things in yourself. That's limerence. That's infatuation, when it's all just kind of superficial stuff. Okay. So hopefully that helped. And that does become toxic. Beautifully Bliss wrote, thank you. I already said that. Cassie, how to move from friends with benefits to wife? Well, that's kind of impossible to answer that's a very broad question. If you believe that this person is your other half and you believe that an end exists where you are the person's wife, then you trust in your connection and you do all of the inner work to see yourself being the person who is valued as being that person in their life. And you see them seeing you that way. Your self-concept has to be you have to be in complete love of yourself as being worthy of being the wife. And you focus on being a good wife and supportive and loving, and that they are a good, I'm not sure of, the gender or whatever, but you have to see yourself that way. And you have to see that they see you that way. Adriana, have to go. Can't wait to see you tomorrow, Kim. Thank you, Jonathan. I appreciate you. Bye, Adriana. You're probably gone. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, guys, I am starving. I have to go. MSE wrote, hi, I'm new to your channel. I just Googled law of assumption and your page popped up. Are you live daily? Oh, that's good to know that I came right up with when you Googled. That's awesome. And you seem to have a New York City accent, my hometown. Do I? Oh, that's interesting. No, I'm not. I don't have a New York accent at all. I don't think I do. Do I have you guys comment down below. Do I have a New York accent? It's fine with me if I do. I just didn't know that I did. I'm interested in do you guys think I have a New York City accent? Adriana, I appreciate you and everyone else on here. We're all back in our power already in our end. Yes, we are. It's done. Done. So MSC, I am not in New York. I come on live when I'm inspired to. Sometimes it might be every day. I might do it every day. And then suddenly I might stop for a few days if I need to just focus on other things in my life, or if I, whatever. I already am going way over this. I want it to be, I need to get to things, guys. I love you guys. This is slightly addictive, I have to admit. So East Coast vibe. Yeah. Miss K wrote, thank you. This is gold. You're welcome. Jonathan, agree with Victoria. Kim, seriously, so grateful for the time you're taking for us today. You're truly divine. Thank you. You're divine too. I see your divine nature, Jonathan. I see all of you. Did you develop that level of trust just by affirming me? I developed that level of trust through years of going within and trusting in how I was created. And it was just a lot of inner work that I did. Also, I'm not going to get into it now, but when I first started learning about all of this, I just kind of created these life experiments where I just kind of threw it all in and just trusted and let myself go and trusted and surrendered in that God would, basically allow me to prove that manifestation is real so I could someday do this. So now I've manifested this is my grand manifestation. So thank you so much for your explanation on limerence. You are so passionate. Got so much clarity. Awesome. So, that's so funny. I thought you had a New York accent too, but I'm English, so not the best person to ask. Oh, that's so awesome. So I didn't know I had a New York accent. Okay, Jonathan wrote, I'm off to see you. Love you. See you Wednesday. I love you too, Jonathan. I'll see you. All right, guys. Giselle wrote, Kim, a psychic just said, I'm not going to get a job I did yet to test for yesterday. Is this reversible? Why would you believe what a psychic says? Why would you give your power away to a psychic? Stop seeing psychics. Okay. And I'm saying this with Giselle. Giselle, I'm saying this with love. So please, I didn't mean to just come down on you. So I'm saying this with love. Stop going to psychics. Psychics are simply mirroring your stuff back to you. Your psychic basically told you that you believe you're not going to get the job that you tested for yesterday. So when the psychic says that, instead of you seeing that as truth, and that's my future, you say, no, thank you. I'm totally getting the job I tested for. They want me. I'm going to be the best at whatever it is. I'm going to be invaluable and I'm going to be incredibly valued. And my boss is going to appreciate me. And all my coworkers are going to want to collaborate with me. And we're going to have a healthy working environment. And it's going to be a job that I go to every day with enthusiasm. I'm going to wake up in the morning so excited because I love my life, because I love my new job. I love working here. Oh my God. And I keep getting more and more raises. I keep getting promotions. They really value me and appreciate me. I'm so good at this. That's where you need to be right now, Giselle. And that's where you stop believing in psychics. What are you talking about? Really? You're going to give your power to somebody? No. Do you think that's what God wants you to think? You think God wants you to think, yeah, no, you failed your test. I'm not even sure why you applied for that job. You're not going to get it. No. Stop that. Pull yourself up. Go into the affirming of what I just said. Okay. Yeah. Reminds me, one of my clients, she just, I can't go into the whole story, but she just basically powerfully manifested a $25,000 raise. We just had our session a few days ago, whatever, but it was something that she knew that she deserved and she got it. So, all right, guys, I love you. I spent way too much time on this today. I don't regret it, but I need to get my day going and do a bunch of things. So I love you so much. And I'm going to stop looking at the chat, because, I'll get sucked in very easily. Okay. So what do I always say? You guys, I love you. Keep knowing how worthy and valuable that you are. Keep knowing that the things, your callings, whether it's to have a child, whether it's to have a family, whether it's to be married, whether it's to meet a new person, whether it's to be with your other half, which is where my heart is, whether it's to get that job, whether it's to get the promotion, whether it's to start a business or to make music or to make, no matter what your calling is, when your calling is good and pure and it's in your heart and it's in the core of you, in the center of you, that is who you truly are. That is part of your story. That is literally the end. That is the highest and best version of you. And that end literally exists right now. You don't have to do anything to create it. All of creation is already done. Time, the space continuum is just an illusion. That end of you feeling all of those wonderful feelings of wanting to have whatever it is that you deserve, that calling, is magnetizing you. It's wanting to manifest you. It's pulling you to it. And let yourself fall back and let yourself allow and accept that in. And then let the 3D reality work all of itself out, because God is going to do everything God has to do to make all of that happen for you. Don't believe in the lie. Don't believe in the illusion of your past worries, fears, and doubts. Take all of that stuff that you have accidentally and unintentionally projected onto all of these things in your life. See that for what it is, release that, give yourself all of the love that you deserve, give yourself all of the value that you deserve, know that you're worthy, know that you're good enough, and then go back in and see that that end exists and just be super incredibly grateful and happy for everything that you have in your life presently that are your true blessings. When you wake up in the morning, you are already so incredibly blessed. You are already so incredibly blessed, and you are already a miracle. And you already have so much to feel so incredibly happy about. So stay in that and stay in trust in your end. Affirm for what it is that you know you deserve. Stay in that all day, stay on your mental diet, and continually just nurture those seeds that you're planting, nurture them by feeling blissful about them, by trusting in them, by loving them. And don't give in, don't succumb to the 3D lies anymore. Just keep reminding yourself, I don't have to worry about this because this is done. Okay? Whew, I love you guys so much. I will talk to you soon. Sign up for the collective coaching if you want. It's $59. Thumbs up to the video.